Bitcoin for Beginners. In this class, I explain everything about Bitcoin in a simple and plain language that you will understand completely. This is a full course on Bitcoin. You will learn everything about Bitcoin from A to Z of Bitcoin, all for free. All I'm asking from you is please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Like this video and subscribe to my channel so that I will make more of this kind of content for you that will be simple for you to understand and relate with. Thank you so much. The easiest way to introduce Bitcoin is to tell you what you already know. Show you what you already know, which is fiat currency, what we call dollar. So I'm sure that you already know dollar or pound or euro, depending the currency that's used in your country. You are aware of money. Everybody's aware of money. So this money is what we call fiat currency. Fiat means it is recognized by an authority. It was ordained. It was established by a central government. And we use money to buy things, to sell things. You have bought something before and you spent money either in physical form or in digital form. Also, you might have sold something in the past and someone paid you money. Your parents, your auntie, your uncle, your daddy would have sent you money at one point or the other, either in physical form or in digital form. So we all know money. It's a medium of exchange. That's what we use to transact. But before we started using this money, called dollar or called pound, we were using trade by barter. That was the era of my greatest grand, as far as you can think back. Let's say in 123 BC, in 720 AC, all those AC and BCs. And what's trade by barter? Trade by barter is very simple. It's an exchange. This is a mouse and this is HG drive. So one person have a mouse, another person have HG drive. So the person that have a mouse want to exchange it for HG drive, so they will exchange it. If you have rice, you give the person rice, the person will give you beans. So it's called exchange. So that's trade by barter. You exchange what you have for what you don't have. It can be gold, it can be silver, it can be rice, it can be beans, it can be millet. In those days, it was mostly used for agricultural produce. Like, it's not common to see a farmer that farm all crops. So most farmers concentrate on one crop. It can be maize or millet. Another farmer is farming another crop. Now, if one has maize and the other one has pear, they're like, okay, I want some of your pear, I want some of your maize, so that we exchange. Take 5 maize and give me 3 pears. So that was the way that the world transacted. It was through trade by barter. There was a point they were like, trade by barter was not very efficient. So they moved to a new era that they started using gold as a metric of transaction. They'll convert your maize and weigh it in terms of ounces of gold. How many ounces of gold do you think 20 maize or 20 millet worth? So then it will be converted in form of gold. Then they'll give you a gold version of it, a gold sample of it. So gold became like what we use to transact. It became, our medium of exchange. So instead of giving you millet and giving you maize, there's so many problems with that trade by barter mechanism. So I'll convert my millet to gold and I'll use gold to buy whatever I used to buy, whatever I feel like buying. It was a more efficient way of doing things. Then we move from there to converting 1 ounce of gold to $1. Since gold is heavy, carrying gold everywhere is too bulky. So let's use paper, something that's lightweight, in order to express what gold is. That led us to this era of having paper money. Before gold, we used to use coins, which is similar to paper money, but it was still in metal form. We have paper money, which is what we use to transact. In our era now, paper money still exists, coins still exist, but most times we use digital money. You send money to me, I send money to you online. In our modern era, what we use mostly is card. Instead of using money now to be paying up and down, this money now is in digital form, and we use card now to pay for things. You can also use your phone to pay for things. So the era we are in now is the era of using card instead of just using paper money to buy and sell things. So you can see we are transitioning. The world is moving forward. Whether you're using Visa card, MasterCard, PayPal, any bank card that you feel like using. Now we use digital money to transact because, of course, this card is not the money. The money is in digital form. This card is just used to, to swipe. We keep advancing and we advance to what we call crypto money. So we have used dollar money, coin money, paper money, card money. Well, let's move to a different era of money called crypto money. Crypto money. Wow. Yeah, it simply means that money that is secured by cryptography. So the money that we use in terms of this paper is mostly secured by the government. The central bank of your country is the one that secures it, is the one that makes sure that it's being kept well, the value does not degrade, that it's being reprinted, all those logistics that it has value, it is being backed by the central government. That the one that says that yes, this $100 note has value. It is the central government. And when it comes to digital money, most times it's secured by bank. The banks are the one that give security so that someone will not come and steal your money. You don't want to be sleeping, be receiving an alert. Someone is withdrawing money from your account without you being aware of it. So we enter the era where the central bank and other commercial banks were the one that secured our money. They help us to transact the money, keep our money safe. It has pros and cons, just like every other process. I don't want to go into details into the pros and cons of each method. But there were some problems with that method too because the bank can freeze your account. As much as the bank is secured, it can also be hacked. And also there are rules and regulations in each country. They can't allow you to send money to some countries. They are called red list countries. So there are some hindrances with the banking system that use paper money and digital money. So someone proposed in 2008 that let's use a different form of money called crypto money. And what's crypto money? Is a kind of money now that's secured by cryptography. So it's a digital type of money. It's not in paper form. It's not in card form. It's digital. Just like most transactions we do these days are digital. So this crypto money would be digital. Instead of it being secured or being backed by the central government, by the bank, it will be backed by code, by formulas, by equation, by some mathematical operations. And those mathematical operations are called cryptography. Wow. So why should we use cryptography to secure the system? Cryptography, as of the moment, presents the highest level of security. So it's almost impossible to hack. It's very difficult to hack it. So instead of the government now restraining your money, freezing your money, telling you what you can buy and what you cannot buy with your money, you want to withdraw your money from the bank is like, no, the maximum you can withdraw is $100 a day or something like that. And you're like, no, it's my money. I made it. I want to be in charge of my money. The government should not be beginning and the end of my money. It's my money. I should have a say in it. That's what led to the creation of crypto money. And the name of that money is called Bitcoin. So do you understand now what Bitcoin is? It's just an online or digital money that you can use for payment. So it is proposed that the way you use physical money, digital money, that's the same way you will use this new type of money called Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, simply put, is crypto money. It's money that is secure, that is backed by cryptography. So towards the later part of this class, we'll go a little bit deep into cryptography. But as of now, it's money that is secured by cryptography. Simply put, it means using code to secure the money, to hide the money, what the bank would have done so that thieves, armed robbers will not come and take your money from the bank, will not come and steal your money from your banking app. So now they are saying that we don't want bank to do it, we don't want the government to do it. This secured operation called cryptography can do it, and they can even do it better than what the bank will do and better than what the government will do. So that is the introduction and the beginning of a new industry called cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is just the first example of crypto money, or otherwise called cryptocurrency. So they mean the same thing. Money and currency are synonymous. So Bitcoin is just the first one that was created, and that's why we are studying it. But after Bitcoin, there have been a lot and a million type of other money that's been created on a daily basis. So we'll look at the good things about this Bitcoin, the bad things about this Bitcoin, and what we like about this Bitcoin and what we don't like about this Bitcoin. It's a complete guide. Bitcoin has been making news. In fact, this new type of money now is a whole industry of its own called cryptocurrency. And I told you that Bitcoin is just the first example of this type of new money. What is Bitcoin? So from what I've explained to you, what do you think is Bitcoin? If you have to put it in your own language, what would you say Bitcoin is? So you can't say Bitcoin is not something that's far-fetched, something that you have to crack your brain to think of. From what I've explained to you, just tell me, what do you think is Bitcoin? I would really like your answer in the comment section of this video before I give you my own definition of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer online currency. Bitcoin is online money that does not involve the government, central bank, or any bank at all. It's money that is secured by cryptography, and it is between you and I. We don't need the government, we don't need anybody. If I want to transact with you, there's no need of involving the bank. I can do it directly. That's what we call peer-to-peer. You are the one that's selling something to me and I'm buying something from you. So why will I go through the bank now to come to you? No. Let's two of us deal with each other since we're the one that is doing the transaction. That's what Bitcoin is. It's online. So Bitcoin is peer-to-peer online currency. Bitcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency. I've explained what we mean by cryptocurrency. It simply means crypto money, money that's secured by cryptography. So the best way for this money to be highly secured, I told you that cryptography as of now offer the highest level of security. That's why we are using it. So the way it's actually being secured is to have different nodes or different computers all over the world securing it. So instead of the security being only in America or being only in UK or in China, the country may ban it and it will destroy the whole system. But instead, what we choose to do is to be smart and spread the security all over the world so that if China choose to ban it, America will still be securing it. If America choose to ban it, UK will still be securing it. So it's a kind of system that is secured and the security transcend all over the world. So there's no one point of security, there's no one point of authority. The same data that's in UK is in America, is in Philippines, is in Australia, is in Nigeria, is distributed all over the world. There's no central authority that is securing it. No. You can secure it. You can carry your computer now and be coding to secure it. Someone that's from Juventus can carry the computer and be coding to secure it. So anybody can secure it. There's no central authority, there's no bank, there's no government. And that's what we call decentralized. Decentralized. Centralized means there's a central authority like a bank or a government that secure the system, that back the system. But decentralized is just the opposite. It means there's no one person that is securing the system. The security is spread. See my hand, spread all over the world. That's what we call Bitcoin. This type of money is an online money that its security is not in one place, but rather it is spread. It is decentralized all over the world. Some people are like, give me more conk definition. I want definition that is conk. The one that is hard. The one that's from Wikipedia, Investopedia. So let me show you. Bitcoin is a type of cryptocurrency. Actually, it is the first cryptocurrency called crypto. They mean the same thing, cryptocurrency. The short form of it is called crypto. So Bitcoin is a digital asset used for investment or payment, which typically is not backed by any government or central bank and is usually based on a blockchain. This definition was taken by Robinhood. I have several other definitions, but I think this one really explains the in-depth of what Bitcoin is, of what cryptocurrency is. And I told you that Bitcoin is just one example. It's just the first cryptocurrency. So when people say cryptocurrency, it has several currencies in it, which we'll discuss later when we talk about altcoins like Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, all kinds of coins. But the first one is Bitcoin. And this Bitcoin is an asset. An asset is something that has value. And you can use this asset called Bitcoin for payment, which I've explained to you. Also, you can also use it for investment. People use dollar for investment, pound for investment. Ask people that trade forex, they will tell you that you can have dollar or pound as an investment. I'm from Nigeria, and in Nigeria there is high inflation. So some people keep dollar in their house so that if inflation is affecting naira, they will still have more money. So the dollar value will be increasing. In America, dollar is mostly used for payment, not for investment. But in some other countries, people use a dollar as an investment. They just have dollar and keep it. And the value of dollar will rise against their local currency. That means they're using dollar now as an investment. The same thing also works for Bitcoin. You can use it for payment. You can buy it and hold it so that the value will rise, and then it becomes a means of investment. In fact, Bitcoin is well used as a hedge against inflation. Inflation simply means the increase in price of items. If I have this item now and the price is $100, trust that in 10 years' time, the price of this thing will no longer be $100. The price would have increased to $200 or $150. The price would have increased. So that increase in price over years is what we call inflation. So items over the years keep rising. The goal of most Western countries like US and UK is to have an inflation rate of 2%. So they want items to go up every year by 2%, but most times items go up by 7%, 10%, higher than they expected. So which means the dollar now is losing value, which means what $100 can buy today is not longer able to buy it by tomorrow. It needs $105 or $120 or $200 in order to buy something that it was able to buy yesterday. So people use this Bitcoin now to hedge inflation, which means that as the price of items are rising, the price of this Bitcoin is rising and rising much more than the price of the item. So which means that at any point in time, Bitcoin is still valuable to buy the item. In fact, you buy the item and you have some spare change, some balance. That is this Bitcoin. And this Bitcoin is not backed by any government. There's no central government. There is no central authority. There's no bank that is guiding or in charge of this bank. The authority of this dollar was given by the US government. So the US government are the one that put a stamp on this dollar and say that dollar has value. By the way, this one I'm holding is prop. It's fake. It's not the real dollar. It's just for illustration. That's why I brought it. So the US government are the one that put a stamp. This is our dollar. It has value. With this dollar, you can buy things in the market. So that the one that place a value on this dollar. But when it comes to Bitcoin, the US government did not put a stamp. China government did not put a stamp. It's not backed by any central government. But we can use it as a means of payment and also for investment. Let's look at some interesting facts about Bitcoin. One, Bitcoin is extremely popular. We all know that Bitcoin is the most popular cryptocurrency and also is the first cryptocurrency. I told you that cryptocurrency are digital assets that are used for payment or investment. And the first of them is Bitcoin, which was created in 2009 by a man called Satoshi Nakamoto. We'll go into detail in a moment. Bitcoin also is the cryptocurrency with the largest market capitalization. So here we are on CoinMarketCap, and on CoinMarketCap you can see, let's look at different kind of cryptocurrencies that exist. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD coin, Cardano. There are all kinds of coin. See, up to 93, and it will continue going. So that's like more than 10,000 cryptos that exist, or whatever number it is. You can see Bitcoin is always number one. So which means it has the largest market capitalization. It means that Bitcoin has the largest value. It has more weight than others. It has more value than others. That's what we call market capitalization. There are so many cryptocurrencies that exist, but of all of them, Bitcoin is the Oga, is the number one, is the chairman, is the boss of other kind of cryptocurrency. Why? It's the first. So since it's the first, it's the most impactful. Bitcoin is extremely volatile. If we look at the chart of Bitcoin in a moment, you will see that Bitcoin is very volatile. You see? Volatility means that it goes up and down quickly. You see, up, down, up, down. It swings up and down quickly. That's volatility. It goes up, it comes down in a moment. Before you say coin in the Bitcoin, it has gone up. And when you say coin, it has come down. It goes up, come down, it goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. So that's Bitcoin. It's highly volatile. And the final thing I want to say in this first part of the class is that even though we don't have a bank that's securing this Bitcoin, we don't have a central authority. It is being backed, it is being supported by a system called the blockchain. I told you it's cryptography. Yes, cryptography is the process, but the system, the machine that secure this cryptocurrency is called the blockchain. So cryptography is the operation that work inside the blockchain, but the whole system, just like the bank of Bitcoin is called the blockchain. So the blockchain is the system that secure Bitcoin. So since we don't have a bank, the job that would have been done by a bank or by a government is now being done by this system we call the blockchain. So in the next class, I will take you through the blockchain for you to understand what the blockchain actually is and how cryptography and the blockchain work hand in hand to secure cryptocurrency, most especially Bitcoin. Thank you. I said we'll talk about the blockchain, but the issue is that the blockchain is a little bit complicated. Before some of you will start sleeping, let's talk about things that are calmer before we go to things that are more technical. So things that you can relate with, which is the history of Bitcoin. I've told you that Bitcoin was first proposed in 2008 and the first Bitcoin was created in January 2009. Who created Bitcoin? The name of the creator is called Satoshi Nakamoto. So he was the one that proposed this new kind of currency called Bitcoin. He proposed it in 2008 and he created the first one in 2009. Actually, he minted the first one in 2009. So before he created this new kind of cryptocurrency, there have been several attempts in the past to create digital money that will be secured by cryptography, but it has not been a huge success. So Bitcoin is the first version of crypto money that was a huge success. So the problem that we're having before in the past is when they create digital money, the problem is that since it's in digital form, someone can copy it. Since it's in digital form, someone can take this $100 and copy it to another $100. People copy physical cash. If people can copy physical cash much more, something that's digital, you just copy and paste, Control C, Control V. So that was the problem that other people had when they created digital cash. The problem is that people were copying it and spending it. So if you have $100, you copy it 10 times. That's $1,000. So people were spending and spending again the same money. So they spend this money to buy shoe. They spend the same exact money to buy clothes. They spend the same exact money to buy different things. So one person can become very rich. It's not a secured system. That was the problem that they had. And this process of spending money over and over again, the same money, you are spending it twice, thrice, 7 times, 100 times, what we call double spending. So which means that if you have $100, you can just duplicate it and spend it again. In our physical world, that's not possible because the government stamp each dollar. If you give somebody money, the person will take it from you. So you no longer have the money. But when it comes to digital money, people will just copy and paste, Control C, Control V, and send one to buy shoe and one to buy clothes. So that was not an efficient system. There was the huge problem of double spending. Bitcoin is the first crypto money that was able to solve that problem of double spending. And how was he able to solve it? I hear you ask. It's through cryptography, which I've explained to you in class 1. In 2008, 2009, cryptocurrency was born. Now, after the huge success of cryptocurrency in 2009, even to this date that you are watching this video, other people are like, so now the problem of double spending has been solved. Let me see what Satoshi Nakamoto did to solve this problem, and let me go and do my own. Because the information of Bitcoin was open, anybody can have access to the code of Bitcoin. So people read the code, understood the code, and started adding their own code to it. So people started adjusting the code to create their own cryptocurrency. So that's why we have Ethereum, Solana, Tezos, Ripple, all kinds of cryptocurrencies these days, because people are just changing the code of Bitcoin to create their own. So if Bitcoin have this is a boy, someone will delete boy and put this is a girl. It becomes a new cryptocurrency. Instead of saying this is a boy, you remove the is, this a boy, you remove the is, it becomes another cryptocurrency. It's a code. If you are someone that can program very well, you can even create your own cryptocurrency while you are taking this class, for you to know that to create cryptocurrency now is no longer difficult, because people are just changing the code of Bitcoin to create their own cryptocurrency. And as of the moment of this class, there are more than 10,000 cryptocurrencies that exist. In fact, about 100 cryptocurrency is being created in one day, for you to know that more and more cryptocurrency is being created. And they are trying to compete with this first one called Bitcoin, or they are trying to be better than Bitcoin. So they're like, okay, Bitcoin has some limitations. We can work on it to improve it. So let me create my own that we work on the weakness of Bitcoin to improve it. So they're trying to either compete directly with Bitcoin, or they're trying to be better than Bitcoin. I cannot finish this story of Bitcoin without going deeper into the creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. The truth is that nobody knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is. His identity is still unrevealed. So whether it's a boy, it's a girl, it's a man, it's a woman, it's a group of people, it's a group of friends, or it's a group of enemies, we don't know. So when he wrote this white paper, which I will show you in a moment, he used the name Satoshi Nakamoto. But to this date, we don't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. He used a fictitious name. He was hiding his name so that people will concentrate on Bitcoin than trying to concentrate on the creator. It's very popular in the world of art, in the world of NFT now. Some people will create something that's wonderful and they won't put their name. And the reason is simple. They don't want to garner attention to themselves. They want the attention to be on the artwork they have created. So that's what this man or this group of people called Satoshi Nakamoto did in 2008. So they choose to use a fictitious name so that their attention will not be on them. Their attention will be on Bitcoin. So you can search on your own online, Bitcoin white paper. So you can see this is the white paper of Bitcoin. In school, we do project at the end of your semester or at the end of the schooling year. You do a project to write about what you've studied and the effect to the society. So that's what we call white paper. It's not something difficult. It's like a project thesis that explains in detail about a concept. So you can see Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. It was written by Satoshi Nakamoto. It was uploaded to www.bitcoin.org. And this is the email address of Satoshi Nakamoto. So in your own spare time, you can choose to go through it. A purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payment to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. So this is what Satoshi Nakamoto had in mind when he was creating Bitcoin, so that you and I can send money to each other without a third party, without the bank, without an intermediary. And that's what we call peer-to-peer, P2P, peer-to-peer. So you and I can deal with each other directly without a third party, without an intermediary, without a bank or a government. To this date, we are still looking for this man, Satoshi Nakamoto. And please, if you find this man, I would like to know him too. Let's talk about the properties of Bitcoin. What are the characteristics of Bitcoin? What would crypto money have that you say, this money is not the usual fiat or digital money. This is a new form of money called cryptocurrency. One, it must be in digital form. If someone tell you that Bitcoin is in physical form, you know that's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is electronic. Even when it's in card form that you are seeing here, is in digital form. The money is inside digital. Secondly, Bitcoin is backed by a system called the blockchain, otherwise called distributed ledger system. Blockchain is a topic of its own, so let me not go into detail for now. The third property of Bitcoin is decentralization, which means that it is not secured by one central government or a bank. It is secured all over the world. It is all over the world at the same time. There's no central authority. Also, Bitcoin has privacy, which means that if you send money through Bitcoin, as of now, is pseudonymous, which means that your name will not show, but some numbers, what we call address, alphanumeric key, will represent you. So in Bitcoin, you won't have my name as Chinonso Daniel. No, what you have is 17ABCPE K, 10, 12, 15, Z, continue going in that order. So, which means that is pseudonymous, which means that people cannot see your name completely. Bitcoin offer privacy. If you want to send money to somebody and you don't want your name to be showing all over the world that you're the one that sent the money, let's say you want to donate to a charity and you don't want to make the headline, you can use cryptocurrency to do it. So you send the money to the person, the money will arrive, but they won't see your name. Also, Bitcoin is peer-to-peer, which means that you and I can transact with each other without a bank or a central authority. Bitcoin is permissionless, which means that you don't need permission to use Bitcoin. I told you that the code of Bitcoin is open to the world. You can download it online. If you go to bitcoin.org, you can download the white paper, download the code, download whatever you want to download, and add your own and remove your own. So you don't need anybody permission to use Bitcoin. Also, Bitcoin offers security. Bitcoin on its own is just money, but this money is secured or is backed by the blockchain, and the blockchain as of now is the most secure system in the world, which means that Bitcoin is as secured as the blockchain. Since Bitcoin is on the blockchain, implication is that the blockchain does not allow alterations. It's one-way process. So you can only add, you cannot delete, you cannot remove, you cannot edit. You can only add and keep adding to it. So which means that if you send Bitcoin to somebody, except the person choose to send the money back, the money has lost too. So to get the money back from Bitcoin is extremely difficult. It's very, very difficult. It is possible, but it's almost impossible. It's like trying to make the head of a cow to go through the eye of a needle. Also, Bitcoin is portable, which means that you can carry it from one place to the other. And finally, Bitcoin is censorship resistant. It means that no government can ban it. I know you've heard that Bitcoin was banned in China. What was banned is the mining of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is online, it's digital. So how will you ban something digital? Even in Nigeria, you might have heard that Bitcoin was banned in Nigeria. No, what they say is the bank should not allow transactions in Bitcoin. They can't ban Bitcoin. It's something online. It's in digital form. It's spread all over the world. So if they choose to ban the operation of Bitcoin in one bank, other banks will allow it. If they choose to ban it in one country, other countries will allow it. So there's no one authority over Bitcoin. It is spread, distributed all over the world. Spread and distributed all over the world. And the reason is because of security. If one country ban it, they don't want the whole system to collapse. So that's why they choose to spread it all over the world. It simply means you can go online and download it. Wherever you are watching me in the world, you can download Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin wherever you are in the world. So you see, it's spread all over the world. So the diagram that you're seeing here is a diagram that explains centralization and decentralization. Centralization simply means center authority, and other people connect to the center authority, like the US dollar. The Fed give the rules and regulation for it. But decentralized means that there's no center authority. Anybody and everybody have a say in it. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of this Bitcoin? The pros and cons of cryptocurrency. First, Bitcoin removed the problem of the middleman. And this is a key advantage because the bank cannot freeze Bitcoin account. The government cannot freeze your Bitcoin account. So nobody is controlling your money. It's your money. You have right to it. So you can choose to send it to whoever you want to send it to. Also, the government or the bank is not overseeing your money. The government is not telling you what to do with your money. No, there's no overseer of your money. You are in charge of your money. Also, there are some countries that don't have access to a banking institution because of one reason or the other. Since Bitcoin is all over the world, they can tap into the banking system of Bitcoin, what we call DeFi. So they can tap into the banking system of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin enables people that don't have access to banking services to now have access to banking services. So you don't need a bank to send money. All you need is Bitcoin to send money. Also, you can send money easily with Bitcoin. Even though that you can send money through the usual digital money, there are some banks, there are some areas you can send money to. But with Bitcoin, you can send money to anybody. And towards the later part of this class, I will show you how to send money through Bitcoin. And the good thing is that it has low transaction fees. So sending money from one bank to the other in the UK is relatively cheap. Sometimes it has zero fee. But when you want to send money to people outside your country, it starts costing more. But with Bitcoin, the difference is almost not there. And finally, Bitcoin offers anonymity, which means that you can hide your name if you don't want the whole world to see that your name on the front page for donating money to a charitable organization. So Bitcoin gives you anonymity. You can hide your name because your name is not being represented as addresses, public and private keys. Why this is an advantage is also a disadvantage in the sense that criminals and miscreants can choose to steal money and hide their name, can't trace them since their name is hidden. So people can use it for good, people can use it for bad. Let's talk about things that are not so good about Bitcoin. Some things that are like when it comes to Bitcoin. One, criminals can use Bitcoin to send money, to receive money. In fact, they can hack your account if you didn't keep your account safe. And you can't trace them. The police cannot arrest them because they are using addresses. Those addresses are not like people's name. They're just numbers and letters. If I say P2K710, what do I mean? Who is the person? People can use Bitcoin for illegal activities. Although the rate of using Bitcoin for illegal activities has been on the decrease, but it's possible to use Bitcoin as an illegal activity. Also, there have been a lot of scams and hacks. Crypto.com was recently hacked. So people can hack your account, people can steal your money. Compared to a financial institution, it's more difficult to hack a bank. So if you didn't keep your address very well, someone can copy it and take over your account. The process of securing Bitcoin transaction is called mining, and it uses a lot of energy. A lot of computers are working at the same time, working together. They're working very fast to secure transactions. They are using computer, and computer use electricity to work. So which means that most electricity providers are using fuel to power the generator to supply the energy. So which means that Bitcoin have a big carbon footprint in the world. In fact, Bitcoin spend more energy than a good number of countries. Let me show you. So you see, this is Bitcoin. This is Ukraine. So Bitcoin energy consumption in 1 year is more than that of Ukraine, Norway, Sweden, Venezuela, Singapore, Greece. So you see, the energy it takes to mine Bitcoin to secure the transactions of Bitcoin is more than the energy that is being used by all the citizens of Norway, Netherlands, Belgium, Colombia, Israel. So Bitcoin takes a lot of energy to secure itself. When it comes to Bitcoin, if you lose your key, your private key, which I will address in a moment, if you lose your key, your public and private key, hey, your money has gone. Oh. If you lose your private key, to retrieve your money back is difficult. It's like the key to your house. If you lose the key to your house, you just need to use second key. Or if you don't have a second key, you can even break the house. For Bitcoin, if you lose the key, your Bitcoin has gone. Oh. So that's why you need to guide your key jealously. Also, we're saying that Bitcoin is used for payment. We want to use Bitcoin to pay for transaction. This card I'm showing you is MasterCard. You are seeing it, MasterCard. MasterCard is very fast. If I click on it, the payment has gone through. It goes very fast in seconds. Bitcoin, if I click it, it will take at least 10 minutes before the transaction will go through. So Bitcoin is very slow compared to MasterCard, Visa, and other digital money transactions. So Bitcoin is very, very slow. And should you pay with Bitcoin? I am a fan of Bitcoin. I'm a fan of cryptocurrency. But I think that it is foolishness to be paying with Bitcoin. Why do I think it's foolishness? One, it's slow. Two, not all retailers have a system to accept Bitcoin. And three, because of the pizza story, someone spent 10,000 Bitcoin to buy 2 pizza. Can you imagine? 10,000 BTC to buy 2 pizza. As of today, those 10,000 BTC that you used to buy pizza is worth about $500 million. So are you telling me that 2 pizza is worth $500 million. For me, I use Bitcoin for investment, not for payment, because I don't want to make the mistake that our friend did buying pizza with Bitcoin. So I use Bitcoin for investment than for payment. The option for payment is available. You can get a card that accepts Bitcoin and you use BitPay to make your payment. But for me, I like going with investment. Let's end this part of this class by talking about the blockchain. So what is the blockchain? As the name implies, the blockchain is a chain of blocks. So simply put, it's a system used to secure Bitcoin. I told you that Bitcoin is not secured by the bank or by the government. It is secured by cryptography, which is a mathematical operations that involve hashing, encryption, and decryption. So the whole system is called a blockchain. Let me show you like a diagram. You're seeing this diagram that you are seeing. So this is the way like a blockchain should look like. You see, it has some writings on it. And one block or one chain is connected to the other chain. So this is the way the Bitcoin work. One chain is connected to another chain. And the reason why they're connected to each other is for security. So you can't break one. You need to start breaking from the beginning, which is very difficult. You see, another picture of the blockchain. This one tells us that the blockchain is decentralized. It's here in Norway, in America, in Netherlands, in Australia, in Nigeria. It's spread all over the world. Blockchain is a system of securing something. So if you want to secure an item or a currency or whatever you want to secure, as of now, the most secure system is the blockchain. There was a time that the bank was the most secure place to put your files or put your document. Now is the blockchain. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of the explanation because I don't know how well you guys know about the blockchain. But let me just give you like a simplified version. A blockchain is a system of recorded information in a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. It guarantees the fidelity and security of a record of data and generates trust without the need for a trusted third party. Data cannot be altered, deleted, or destroyed. Let's take the blockchain like a big or a massive Excel spreadsheet. You know the way you have Excel spreadsheet. So that's the way the blockchain is. It's a ledger, it's a database for recording anything, but mostly for recording transactions. The major difference between an Excel spreadsheet and a blockchain is that for a blockchain, things are recorded in a block. This block you are seeing. Let me show you more blocks. See, this is a block. So for a blockchain, things are recorded in a block. In Excel, things are recorded in a cell. You have seen an Excel. I'll put one on the screen. So for Excel, things are recorded in a cell, one after the other. For a blockchain, things are recorded in a block. Also, you can change the information in Excel. You can delete it, you can alter it, you can type whatever you want to type. For a blockchain, if you type something inside the blockchain, it will be there forever. It cannot be changed, it cannot be altered, it cannot be modified, it cannot be redacted, it cannot be edited, it cannot be destroyed. Once you write on the blockchain, it will be there forever. Why is this so? It's because to ensure security, so that someone will not write, another person come and change it. So the purpose is for security. As of now, the blockchain offers the maximum security because once you write onto the blockchain, it will be there forever. Blockchain and cryptocurrency are like 5 and 6 because like the currency of the blockchain. Blockchain has been existing far before cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency started existing in 2008, 2009. But blockchain has been existing. It's a work that was done by experts in physics, in cryptology, in mathematics. There are professors in the university that actually did the work to study and understand the blockchain. So it's not done by Bitcoin. Bitcoin just applied the concept of the blockchain. It's the first widespread application of the blockchain. So the blockchain is just a method to secure data, to secure information. So the way it works mostly is that items are timestamped. So if you do something, they map it to time. Since you can't go back in the past, you can't reverse time. So it simply means that you can't reverse those data because those data are mapped to time. They are being stuck with time. So since you cannot reverse time, you cannot reverse those data. That's the concept of the blockchain. Hi guys, let's talk about Bitcoin investing. How should we invest in Bitcoin? What are the things that we should think of when we want to start investing in Bitcoin? I have been talking about Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, mining, and several other exciting concepts. But what is the need of having knowledge if you don't want to partake in the advantage of the knowledge? So let's talk about how to invest in Bitcoin. If now that you're like, oh, Bitcoin is good, I can use it for payment, I can also use it for investing. How should I invest in Bitcoin? So if you want to buy Bitcoin, of course, you don't just go to any company and say, hey, I want to buy Bitcoin. Amazon, give me some Bitcoin. Unfortunately, Amazon, despite being the largest retail website, does not sell Bitcoin. Where will I buy Bitcoin so that I can use it for investment? Why should I invest in Bitcoin? I hear you ask. And let's look at why you should invest in Bitcoin. We are in CoinMarketCap, and you can see the graph of Bitcoin over the years. There was a time that one Bitcoin was selling for $200, $10, $50. Over time, it increased. You see, there was a time that one Bitcoin was also selling for $50,000. There was a time that one Bitcoin was selling for $69,000, which is the highest so far. As of now, one Bitcoin is selling for $35,000. Whoa! $35,000. That's low for Bitcoin. So if you're able to buy it low, you can sell it high. So investing in Bitcoin is just the concept of buy low, sell high. When you buy it now, in the future, when the price has increased, you can sell it and make profit. Who doesn't want extra profit? That's why people invest in Bitcoin. Just to buy, you hold it till the price has increased, then you can sell it. So the price can increase from 35 to 70, from 35 to 100. So you can sell at any point that you want to sell, and the profit is yours. Where will I buy this Bitcoin? A place to buy Bitcoin is called an exchange or a broker. For stocks, we have brokers that you already know: Robinhood, eToro, Trading 212. When it comes to cryptocurrency, some of those brokers also sell Bitcoin and some don't. But the most popular place that people buy Bitcoin is in exchanges. And we have three types of exchanges: centralized, decentralized, and hybrid. So let's start with the first one, which is centralized exchanges. Centralized exchanges, as the name implies, it has a center authority. It's a company that deals with the buying and selling of Bitcoin. So they serve as the middleman for the buyers and the sellers of Bitcoin. And a very good example is Robinhood. You can buy Bitcoin from Robinhood, from Binance, from Coinbase, from eToro, from Kraken, from IG. You can buy Bitcoin from several exchanges, crypto exchanges. So they are like the marketplace that you can go and click a button just to buy Bitcoin. I will show you a live demonstration of taking your money from the bank into Binance. From Binance, we bought Bitcoin, and when the price has increased, we sold our Bitcoin. It will be in the later part of this class for you to see a live demonstration of how to buy Bitcoin. All these places I've mentioned are called centralized exchanges because they serve as the middleman that connect the buyers and the sellers of Bitcoin. Also, we have what we call decentralized exchanges. By now, you're already familiar with the concept that Bitcoin is a decentralized system. So instead of having a centralized exchange, it would be better for us to have a decentralized exchange. A decentralized exchange is an exchange that does not have a center authority. So there's no Binance or Coinbase that serve as the middleman between the buyer and the seller. Rather, you buy directly from the blockchain and you sell directly to the blockchain. So if you are buying directly from the blockchain itself. And if you are selling directly to the blockchain. Another person will go to the blockchain and buy it back. So that we call decentralized exchange. And we have examples of decentralized exchange like Nest and Cures. And hybrid is just like the fusion of the two. It has some element of centralized and element of decentralized. Now, one good thing about centralized exchanges is that they have high liquidity, which means a lot of people use them. They have simple user interface, and it's very easy to buy and sell from centralized exchanges. Very easy, actually. But the problem with that is that they can be hacked. Crypto.com was recently hacked. There have been stories in the past where exchanges are hacked. So you don't want to lose your money because an exchange is hacked. No. So people tend to use decentralized exchange because it offers security, maximum security, and privacy. From your address, they can trace your name if you use a centralized exchange. But if you use a decentralized exchange, everything is inside the blockchain, so they cannot trace you. So people use it for privacy. So a hybrid exchange involves the best of both worlds: the liquidity and the simple user interface of centralized exchange with the privacy and the security of decentralized exchanges. So two of them in one gives us the hybrid exchange. We equally have P2P trading or P2P exchanges. P2P simply connect the buyers and the sellers. So a P2P exchange is just simply provide the market, provide the platform. So the buyer will come and the seller will come, and the buyer will be like, I want to buy this amount of Bitcoin. And the seller will be like, okay, send the money to my account balance and I will transfer the Bitcoin to you. A very good example is Binance P2P trading. This is very popular in countries where they ban cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. So if your country has placed a ban on Bitcoin, like in Nigeria, but you still want to buy cryptocurrency, the easiest way is to use Binance P2P trading, and it's very easy to use. So this shows you the different platforms that you can buy your cryptocurrency. But just to make it easy, I like using Binance and Coinbase. They are very simple to use. It's just a click of a button and you buy, click of a button and you sell. So if you want to pick an exchange of where to buy, there are several exchanges. Go for the one that have high security and the one that have high liquidity, which means other people are using it. Other people are buying and selling, so that it not be only you, or else you can lose your money, or to buy will be difficult. But let's make your life easy. Since you're a beginner, stick with Binance and Coinbase. As you learn more about cryptocurrency, you can try with other exchanges. Binance is the largest cryptocurrency trading exchange. So most people that buy crypto actually use Binance. I told you that's where people buy cryptocurrency. It's just an exchange. As the word implies, an exchange is a place where you bring your dollars, your pounds, your euros, your yens, and Binance will help you to convert it to Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dogecoin. So an exchange helps you to convert from your dollar currency or your fiat currency into your cryptocurrency. Also, there are also some kind of exchanges that only do crypto to crypto pairing. So which means that they don't allow fiat currency. They are mostly decentralized exchanges. All they allow is from crypto to crypto. So if you want to buy Bitcoin, they will tell you you have to have some BNB or some Ethereum in order to buy Bitcoin. And some of those exchanges still exist. But since you are starting, let's make our life easy. Go with Binance or Coinbase. So my advice is start investing now. Of course, it's not a financial advice. I'm not an expert. I'm just teaching you to give you ideas to meditate on. The earlier you start investing in Bitcoin, the better. Earlier is better when it comes to investing, so that you enjoy the reward of compound interest. Imagine buying Bitcoin in 2009 when it was $10. As of today, the price is $35K. That's a lot of money. Don't say I don't have a lot of money. I'm not rich, so I will not buy. No, you saw on Coinbase, you can buy Bitcoin for as low as $10. So if you have $10, it means you can buy Bitcoin. And also think long term. The price of Bitcoin will go up, will come down, will go up, will come down. But over a good number of time, I believe the price will go up. I believe that Bitcoin will reach 100K, 200K, 1 million. I believe it. But it will not reach $1 million by tomorrow. It will take time, if not years. So be ready to have patience when it comes to investing in Bitcoin. Now that I said you should buy Bitcoin, where should you keep your Bitcoin? So that will bring us to what we call wallet. So what is a wallet? A wallet, just like your physical wallet, gives you access to your public and private keys. Let's go to Amazon. I will show you something on Amazon, something exciting. So if I type wallet here on Amazon, you see what people call wallet here is used for keeping card, their money, all kinds of things inside the wallet. You are seeing it. Money, card, things that are important to you. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, your wallet is not used for keeping Bitcoin. No, your wallet is used for storing your public and private key. If you want to enter a house, you need the key to open the door now. So the key, you put the key inside the wallet. That is what happens for Bitcoin. The key that you use to access your Bitcoin, the Bitcoin is resident on a blockchain. That is the home of Bitcoin. If you buy and sell, it's still on the blockchain, so that it will leave your own address to another person's address. So Bitcoin is resident permanently on the blockchain. So, but it can be moved from one person's address to another person's address. So where you store your address now is what we call wallet. Do you understand it now? So that's where you store your address. When I say Bitcoin address, I'm not talking about your home address, 150 in Lagos, Nigeria. No. Let me show you an example of an address. So you are seeing all these things. So this is an example of a Bitcoin address. You are seeing it, address. Just go to Google and type Bitcoin address. This is an example of an address. It has letters and numbers. It's alphanumeric string. If someone wants to send Bitcoin to you, they will input these numbers to send Bitcoin to you. If you want to receive Bitcoin, you input these numbers in order to receive Bitcoin. So instead of typing your name or your address, your home address, no, it's not a home address. This alphanumeric key that we call address. Sometimes it's in form of code. This code you are seeing, if you scan this code, it will have the numbers, the alphanumeric string, that's your address. So if you don't want to be typing the address because they are long, about 60 characters, I think, you can just snap this barcode and it will do the same job. So if someone wants to send Bitcoin to you, you should have your own address. And of course, you can get your address all for free. We have all kinds and all types of different wallets. So the first one that we have is what we call hot wallet. Hot wallet is a wallet that's connected to the internet. So whenever you hear the word hot, it means it's connected to the internet. It can be in form of app, in form of software, in form of program. Anyhow, it's connected to the internet. It can be your phone. On my phone, I have all kinds of exchanges wallet. I have Trust Wallet from Binance. I equally have Coinbase Wallet, and you can download them from App Store or Play Store for free. So you can download your wallet from free. Just type Coinbase Wallet on your App Store and you download it for free. You can also type Trust Wallet. So there are wallets that are connected to the internet. The advantage is that they are easy to use because they are connected to the internet. Sometimes it can also be like a Chrome extension. It can be an extension on Chrome. Binance has a Chrome extension wallet. We have different kind of wallet like Rainbow Wallet, like Exodus, Electron. So the good thing about all these wallets is that they're easy to use, very easy to use, since they are linked to the internet. The disadvantage is that they can easily be hacked since they are connected to the internet. So the opposite of hot wallet, you already know it, is cold wallet, which means that they are not connected to the internet. And they can be in paper form or they can be in hardware form. Hardware. A good example is Ledger Nano S, which you are seeing here. You can buy it from Amazon if you are interested. Ledger Nano S, the most popular hardware wallet. Buy, store, and manage, secure your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many other coins. You are seeing it. So you can buy this from Amazon for like £54, which is like $60. So this is what we call hardware wallet. So if you want to use it, you plug it to your computer to use. And once you are done, you plug it out. So they serve as hot wallet when you connect it to your computer and to the internet. And once you unplug it, they become like cold wallet. So they're like in between. People use them, especially when you're buying a large amount of Bitcoin. If you're buying Bitcoin of $10,000, $50,000, you need a place to store your private and public key. Please remember, I said that your wallet does not store Bitcoin. Bitcoin is on the blockchain. Your wallet store your private and public key. So since it's not linked to the internet, it's more difficult for hackers to scam you. Also, we have paper wallet. It means that you can print it on a paper in form of QR code. The ones I've shown you, they are paper wallet. These ones are paper wallet. You can download it and keep it in the safe in your house as papers. They become like QR code. So when you need it, you start typing the numbers or you scan in order to use them. They are more secured, but the problem is that they are not so fast to use because you have to type out the numbers, and you can misplace the paper. Please get any wallet that suits you. And the general advice is that if you are buying small Bitcoin, like $10, $20, exchanges already have wallet inbuilt into them. Coinbase have it, Binance have it. So there's no need to worry yourself about wallet. How should I buy this Bitcoin? There are several ways of buying Bitcoin. Now, we have some terms and terminologies used to understand the process of buying Bitcoin. First is what we call DCA. DCA simply means dollar cost averaging. It simply means that instead of spending $1,000 to buy Bitcoin in 1 year, you can spread the money over months, $100 every month. So that's mean of dollar cost averaging. So instead of buying it as a lump sum, you are buying it on a monthly or on a weekly basis. Instead of spending £1,000 to buy Bitcoin, and I'm not sure of the price, so let me be buying Bitcoin every week, $10 every week. That's what we call dollar cost averaging. So you are buying like the average price of Bitcoin over a period of time instead of just buying at once. Most exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, eToro, Robinhood offer that property. So let me take you to Coinbase now to show you an example. I like giving you a live demonstration of what I'm talking about. So you see, buy Bitcoin. I'm here on Coinbase. Just feel free to sign up to Coinbase. And you are here, click on trade. You will see the assets that are available. This is Bitcoin. Click on Bitcoin. So once you click on Bitcoin, you will see the chart, the price, the current price of Bitcoin. You see, buy, sell, convert. Very easy. So you can buy through one-time purchase. You can pick any of this amount, or you can buy on a daily basis, weekly basis, 1st and 15th of the month, monthly basis. So if you are buying through this daily, weekly basis, monthly basis, that's what we call dollar cost averaging. It means you are buying the same amount over a period of time. It can be $10 every week. It can be $100 every month. It can be $1,000 every year. Something like that. So you see, you can pick any amount you want here, or you can pick a custom amount. Type in the price you want, any amount you want, and click on preview in order to buy your cryptocurrency. So it's very easy to buy. Click on this preview buy, then you will have bought your cryptocurrency. So, but if you want to go through dollar cost averaging, you click on weekly or any one that you want. So every week, it will deduct the money automatically from your account to buy Bitcoin for you. It's called direct debit. So you see, so through that method, you can be able to buy through a simple dollar cost averaging. And what it means in terms of chart is if you watch the behavior of Bitcoin throughout, you see that sometimes the price is low, sometimes the price is high, sometimes the price is low, sometimes the price is high. You don't want to buy when the price is high, because remember, we want to buy low and sell high, or buy high and sell higher. So since you don't know when it will be lowest, you want to play smart by just buying every week or every month, so that at the end, you're able to buy the average price of Bitcoin over a period. Instead of just buying only the low or buying only the high, you're able to buy only the average price of Bitcoin. Because even though I'm saying that 35K is low, we don't know how low it can get. It can get as low as 20K. It can get as low as $10. It's possible. So what is the lowest point? Since we don't know the lowest point, we just want to play smart to buy whether it's low or whether it's high. And that's what we call dollar cost averaging. When you want to invest in Bitcoin, another thing you should know is what we call diversification. And it simply means that you don't just buy only one asset. You don't just buy Bitcoin. You buy Bitcoin and you buy other cryptocurrencies. Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. Also, you buy shares and stocks. Apple, Amazon, Meta, Airbnb. Also, you buy real estate. Also, you buy real estate investment trust. Also, you buy bonds. Also, you buy NFT. Also, you buy NFT lands. That's the meaning of diversification. It means you buy different things. You put your hand in different places so that you have all your eggs in one basket. So that when Bitcoin is low, you won't start shaking or panicking. You also have money in other investment. So that's what we call diversification. It makes you more stable. So that if Bitcoin price is low, you won't go and fall sick because all your investment is in Bitcoin. Please avoid FOMO. FOMO simply means fear of missing out. Some people buy Bitcoin because their friends are talking about Bitcoin. They have not taken my class. They don't know about the blockchain. They don't know how Bitcoin works. They'll just go and buy because other people are talking about it. No. You are smarter now because you've taken this class. You know more now about cryptocurrency. And you know that cryptocurrency has come to stay because the blockchain is the most secure system in our current era. So Bitcoin has a future. The price can go down. Over time, it will go up. I'm a fan of Bitcoin. So don't just go and buy because people are dumping it. People are doing pump and dump. Pump and dump is when they just raise the price of something like a bubble. Just raise the price beyond what it should be. And once the people that pioneered it have taken the profit, they dump it. The rest of us will start making loss. You want to avoid pump and dump. And when should I sell? If I buy this Bitcoin now, at what point should I sell? You know the point you are buying. Also, you should decide the price you should sell. It can be like, I will buy when Bitcoin is 20K and I will sell when Bitcoin is 40K so that my profit will be 20K. You can be like, I will buy when Bitcoin is 50K and I will sell when Bitcoin is 2 million. So you can wait. You can be like, I will buy in January and I will sell in December. So you decide any point you want to buy and sell. But please try and buy low and sell high to make profit. Thank you guys for watching this video to this very moment. I want you now to like this video and please subscribe to my channel. Yes, it's important for me. So I want to keep this video to about 1 hour. So that's why I had to make other videos on how to buy Bitcoin from Binance and Coinbase. So please guys, anyone you click will show you how to buy Bitcoin from Binance and Coinbase, and it gives you a full guide on how to deposit, how to convert, and how to withdraw.